So the ceilings in this flat, they're pretty low. And my idea is that go to the maximum height of this pitch here and then run that pitch all the way through to the building, which will give us a little bit more height there, block a lot of the really strong southeast wind that comes from the south. Yeah, windows and doors are a bit of a issue because I think the entrance to the place is still going to actually happen down the middle of here. So again, that's open to some good design. But let's just walk into the flat. The flat is pretty much a garage and a bit. So this is sort of the width of a garage. This was what was there before. I knocked this down, grabbed the garage and turned it into this pretty small, but well, the word is it earns some nice money, this one. For what it is and what we've actually got here, it does extremely well. So it's just a little flat, self-made kitchen and sink set up here, fridge, bathroom's pretty old and definitely does need a refit. The only thing is it can get quite warm because the ceilings are low. But maybe I don't have to adjust the ceilings and I can just keep that roof height that's there and run it all the way through. So again, open to discussion. There is another garage on the other side and we could go in there and extend this flat, but probably not. It does need a spruce up and a change of things. It's just, it's done well for 10 or 15 years, but now it needs a little bit of love. And so that's the second garage. It has a separate entrance to get into the flat here. I know as every garage looks like this, but just to give you an idea of how low these ceilings are. So yeah, I mean it's new roof sheets, which is a bit of a shame to take it all down, but I'm not sure if it might be necessary. So the idea is to put two self-contained flats over there, upmarket, a little bit set forward away from the palm tree and stuff, and then have like a little bit of a garden area, a swimming pool running through the middle here, and then on this side is a big kitchen come entertainment area, lounge, where all the doors stack out of the way. At the back there, a storage area with a place to shower. So a really cool sort of chilled out vibe with two nice big 30 square meter units which are going on that side, and then a real big kitchen here which caters for people to come and sit around the pool. So the idea is maybe to turn the top into a flat as well, but then this would cater for those two units there, this one here, maybe let these people have access. Obviously the 2-bedroom place or possibly 3-bedroom place that's over here would have access to this space as well. So it's all about outdoor living, but a little bit more upmarket than what I've got in Cape Town. And the question is, do I turn the top into a flat as well? I'm unsure about that. I'm probably going to get trouble with staircases from the municipality, so that's also a consideration upstairs. So yeah, up these quite steep stairs to this funny little room which can get really warm and be quite nice, but the staircase takes up so much of its space, and then it is quite a small box up here. That's why seriously considering pulling it all the way through to the front there. I think that is the answer, but again, open to suggestions about what's next for this part of the building. So there was an old front door there, which I took out. The this does look like it's a supporting beam, but as you can see, that the deck isn't on a supporting beam. It's actually held together with these wooden struts here, which holds up the deck. And there is a little, got to get in here and have a look, but there's actually a roof there, and this deck is suspended over the roof using this beam, that beam, that beam, and another two down the side of there, and this post that holds this up. The plan's to get rid of all that and then close that top area. So this got changed to the front door. The sliding doors are always here, but as you can see, as soon as you walk in, it's quite a okey pokey sort of a setup. So that's the window to the old front door. My idea is to take out all of this and possibly square this up as well from the outside. As you can see, this staircase was set in there, but there's no real need for it, and to give the place more light and air, I'm thinking of pulling that out. Again, it's got to do with costs a little bit, but that's the plan. And then create a completely open plan area here, take out this section in the center, pull all this out here, and this piece maybe. That's all got to do again with, you know, the structure of the building and whether it's a good or a bad idea. So yeah, this sort of makes this area really small, and as you can see, it's not a big space anyway. So that I'm thinking of taking this out, square it up as I just said, knock this piece down, knock that piece down, and open all this up. The fireplace might be worth keeping, but initially I thought take it out because it seems like it's just stuck in the middle of the building. Yeah, and so that's the staircase to the upstairs. They're super steep. I mean, they're quite problematic because I wouldn't walk up and down there if I'd had a few beers, that's for sure, in the middle of the night. So these are the two bedrooms. There's one here and then there's one on this side. Unfortunately, this doesn't have an ensuite bathroom. It's quite cold, quite damp. Ceiling's not too bad here, but it does run over a little bit from a height point of view. This might be worth keeping and not spending any money on. I'm considering knocking through this wall here. Leave that door in place. So this would then become probably the lounge here. And the kitchen would go over there, and sorry, did I say lounge? I meant dining room, like a dining area here. Kitchen there, lounge here so it connects to the outside. This would create a bit of a dead space here, but again, I'm looking for ideas, so if you've got any, talk to me. So this is through to the back-to-back bedroom there. This bedroom's quite small, but it is functional. It would make it really big if I knocked it through, and then maybe a new bathroom starting from here. So this funny little space would keep the door here, turn this into a bathroom. Then this bathroom would stay as it is, which would be then shared for not an ensuite bathroom. Then through this funny corridor, and that's the reason I wanted to get rid of the fireplace, because it's created a funny space, but maybe it doesn't if all this got taken out, and then it would create a small barrier between going in the bedrooms and sort of create some privacy. Might only see that once I start to knock some of this out and see where it's going. So this is the main bedroom. Plans to open this up, this window here, make it into some doors. Probably a big sliding door would probably work the best, I'm thinking, or stacking doors. I'll have to see. Again, quite a low-ish ceiling, but I'll talk about that when we get to the side. There's no real need for this cupboard, and I'll probably take this out just to create a bit more space in here. These windows are going to go because there's going to be another room on the other side there, which is currently outside. This little wall can get knocked out and these cupboards could stay. Just going to turn the light on because they serve no real purpose apart from being a cupboard. Again, we've got these wooden ceilings everywhere. I wouldn't mind keeping the bath here. And I'm thinking some more from an executive posh point of view, but not sure. But obviously right now it all needs knocking out. So that's the really steep stairs there, which do need looking at. This floor is just prefab. It's all just wooden structure. So it's probably going to have to come out. And that's the shower with the ensuite, the non-ensuite one. So I think it's better that we end up with extra bathrooms here. Hope that gives you an idea of what's going on the downstairs part. I'm just going to walk outside to give you some better feeling of what I'm thinking on the outside area. So obviously you can see from there to here we've got a bit of a drop. It's not much, it's probably about 1 meter. So the idea is that this roof here gets changed and we keep that pitch and run it all the way through to the side of the building. But I'm thinking of going a little bit higher because I want to make this into a room as well. So the idea is to make this to a completely separate flat. So again, sort of stacking or sliding opening doors here. This would all get removed and obviously foundation and floors put in here. And I'm also thinking of squaring up this area here, because then for this, we could actually put the bathroom for this here. There's already some plumbing in. Obviously it's going to need renewing, but it's again a funny shape. It doesn't have to happen, but you can see from the fascia boards that they all need replacing anyway. And whilst we're here, it might be worth doing. And then keeping one roof that runs all the way through, stops on the side of the building up there. And then maybe we could just leave this roof from that point down and don't have to replace the whole thing. Not saying not to replace it. Might be nice to have the same roof running all the way through, but again, let's chat about that. So light's going to be an issue, and I'm wondering, how to solve that problem. Obviously, we can put windows in the roof of the place, but let's see. So you can see that's the upstairs. Everything needs a little bit of love. I'm just going to take you up the stairs here from the outside, and then I'll do the same thing from the inside. So this is the current setup. Like I said, this floor is completely suspended. It's only really attached. It's got some beams that run along here, which are sort of half resting on the roof, and then the rest of the structure is held up by this. So the idea is that I pull this whole section down here. So you can hear this is a prefab. So take all this down and pull this section all the way through to here, and have some windows or doors stacking this way to open this whole section up. And the deck area becomes just this piece then. When we square up, obviously this staircase is going to move out further out there somewhere. Again, these are just ideas. The difficult part is this building. If I take it down, the top part, by the bylaw, I'm no longer allowed to rebuild it again. So I have to work within the constraints of what's currently here and build up to it and repair where I have to. So pulling all this down is probably the next plan.